STEVE-N4LQ.
Roger, LQ, and what's the name there?
Roger, LQ, and what's the name there?
Name is Steve, and we are in Shelby, North Carolina.
Roger, Steve. Well, you're just following us, Steve, so this is Steve Alley for the moment, and you're in North Carolina, Roger?
Steve Alley for the moment, and you're in North Carolina, Roger?
Roger, in Shelby, which is about 40 miles west of Charlotte, North Carolina. And I just got out a FT-891, a little bitty 100-watt rig from Yaesu, and the menu on this thing is the most complicated menu in the world. But I've attempted to set it's got parametric equalization that is rather complicated. I just wanted to see if it sounded halfway decent to you. Over.
Roger. Well, your EQ is fairly good, but you're really pushing your ALC. So I would pull that mic, simplistically, I would pull that mic down about 10 clicks from wherever it is at the moment, and let me hear you.
Down about 10 clicks from wherever it is at the moment, and let me hear you.
Okay, that is, let me see if I can figure this out, because the mic gain seems to be separate from the compressor, and boy, hang on a second.
All right, let me rephrase that. Our normal setup procedure starts with you engaging your compressor at a 3. A token amount, you'll never hear it on the air, but it helps us achieve our 3 dB dynamic range at the end of the setup. So it'd be compressor on and at a 3. And you might keep in mind a 3 and a 6 on a compressor are the same thing as far as working on the words, except the 6 gives you suck up between the words, which doesn't help you at all. So we want that engaged compressor at a 3, Roger?
We want that engaged compressor at a 3, Roger?
Okay. All right, well, the compression goes from 0 to 100. So it's a little hard to, 3 wouldn't be much, but I've got it set on 10, which is really pretty low.
Roger, well, it's 3 out of 10, 30 out of 100, okay? We're only looking for a third of the capabilities of the compressor.
We're only looking for a third of the capabilities of the compressor.
Okay, well, I did have it on 30, so wait a minute, let me turn it back up to, all right, there is 30, right there is 30, and I'm going to go to the mic gain and see if I can turn that down. Hang on.
I'll tell you the best way to do that. If you have access to your ALC meter, let's go to your ALC meter with mic gain in hand, and as you speak fairly rapidly, 100, 200, 300, adjust your mic gain until your ALC meter is reading mid-scale to 2/3.
Until your ALC meter is reading mid-scale to 2/3.
Right, that would be great, but you can't do it on this rig. If you go into the menu to adjust the mic gain, you cannot see any meters. So you have to go back and forth, and that takes a minute. But, okay, I turned it down about 10% on the mic gain.
Yes, sir. What was your first setting, and what is your setting now on mic gain?
Yes, sir. What was your first setting, and what is your setting now on mic gain?
The mic gain was set on 50%, which was the default, and I backed it down to 40%.
All right. Try 35, if you would, sir. Try 35, and right now you're still a little bit hot into your ALC. We're looking for 3 dB dynamic range. Right now you're about 2.5 dB, so you might be pushing just a skosh too hard.
2.5 dB, so you might be pushing just a skosh too hard.
That's down to 20% on the mic gain, and how's that sound?
Yes, sir. Now, you sound really close to the mic. You sound like you're closer than 3 inches. I want you to move back about 1.5 inches to 2 inches further back than what you were running just there.
Up to 2 inches further back than what you were running just there.
Roger, roger. Okay, this is N4LQ. I'm back about 3 or 4 inches now.
Yes, sir. Sounds really nice. And you're not picking up a lot of room noise, so I would run it just like that. If that's comfortable for you, it solves the EQ problem. It solves the level problem. It's just a matter of if you can remember to work the mic like you were just that last transmission.
Remember to work the mic like you were just that last transmission.
All right, yeah, I can do that. It's just a cheap mobile mic that came with the rig, and we're planning on putting this in the pickup truck and getting the ADAS automatic antenna for it. So just checking it out. Appreciate it, Jim.
Yes, sir. Well, you got it right there. Just remember, now, the thing is, when you put it in that mic, when you put it in that mobile, you may have a different environment than where you have it now. So the thing to do is leave everything the way it is and just maybe pull your mic gain down, because your ambient noise is going to be hotter in a mobile situation, Roger. But wait and see just how that goes before you do anything, Roger.
Wait and see just how that goes before you do anything, Roger.
Roger, roger. That's great, and I'll keep that in mind and appreciate the help. And by the way, I'm an old Louisville native here. I left there in 2008 after I retired, but I worked in downtown Louisville for 30 years.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I love Louisville to visit. I worked there for 10 years at WHAS Radio as a production director from 70 to 79. So I love the city, but I love my little town over here in Indiana too, Roger.
I love my little town over here in Indiana too, Roger.
Yeah, I understand, and I don't really care to go back, but I used to enjoy getting out and walking for a few miles at lunchtime, and I walked past the WHAS building many hundreds of times over those 30 years.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well, let me say 73 to you, Steve, and I wish you luck in getting that mobile unit in the mobile. And when you do, give me a shout. Let me hear you from the mobile, Roger.
When you do, give me a shout. Let me hear you from the mobile, Roger.
Yeah, will do. Thanks a lot, Jim. Have a great day, 73. Let's see, KC9VKV, N4LQ, will be clear.
Roger. Now check the call sign, Kilo Charlie 9, Victor Kilo Victor, Victor Kilo Victor, VKV, Roger.
Victor Kilo Victor, Victor Kilo Victor, VKV, Roger.
Got it.
Okay, Steve, and like I say, we are recording now live till 5, so if you want to hear your radio, if you go to YouTube and do a call letter search for Kilo Charlie 9 Victor Kilo Victor followed by the word logbook, that will take you to our Qso-Vlog page on YouTube, and we'll have this posted by noon tomorrow. So just go to YouTube, do a call letter search KC9VKV followed by the word logbook, and that will take you to this Qso-Vlog page. This will be cut number 1 of 2,000 some odd Qso-Vlog air checks, Roger.
One of 2,000 some odd Qso-Vlog air checks, Roger.
We'll do that. 73.
Yes, sir, Steve. 73, sir. Have a great afternoon and a beautiful weekend. This is KC9VKV, the Friday afternoon Qso-Vlog net. If you have a radio you want to check out, give me a shout.
Vlog net. If you have a radio you want to check out, give me a shout.